Beep, 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 beep. Turn on your computer, dial up the web, download some information into your head. It's Dr. John and Delilah, they're having a great time. That to do, it's simply true, we're the Sexperts.
And we're recording an intro music, and hi there, welcome to the Sexperts. I am your host, Dr. John T. Alanese, SCPM, that's Senior Certified Professional Midwife.
And I'm Delilah Hayder, Internet Domain Name Broker.
That's right. And we are the Sexperts. If you don't know who we are, we're coming from Hampton Roads, Virginia. Between me and Delilah here, we have over 77 years of sexperting.
Yep, non-stop sexperting.
Yeah, I took a break.
We're like the Cal Ripken of sexperting.
I took a little break in the 90s because I
To go to Woodstock 99?
Well, yeah, I wanted to see Limp
I
Bizkit.
sexperted right through that.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
I want to see Limp Bizkit, because Limp Bizkit is actually a sexual term as well. We will not get into that today. If you're unfamiliar with the Sexperts, we come to you live every week with a different topic of the day from a different location. Here, we're at a very special place. We're at the Baltimore Podcast Festival. I am delighted because I have never been to Baltimore. Everything I know about Baltimore, I know from either The Wire or Laverne and Shirley. I don't think Laverne and Shirley is set in Baltimore.
No, but you can imagine it. Could have been.
Yeah. So we're very happy to be here. We've been in town for about 3 days now, just taking a little mini vacation, seeing the sights.
Yep, mostly just moving our car between like streets that you're not allowed to park on at specific times, which is fun.
Yeah.
And challenging. And I like a challenge.
And the team here, the soccer ball they have is a bird, which a lot of teams don't. You either have like a racist sort of thing like the Redskins, or you have, cats like the Jaguars or the Beagles. Or the
birds were
cheetahs.
big in the 70s, but not so much anymore.
So the Baltimore Ravens. So we're very, very happy to be here. Let's get into our topic of the day. It's going to be one that we're going to get to. We only have until, I think, 10:57. I forgot what time it is right now. But the topic of the day today is 8 quick Quickie Tippies. So for quickies, you know what a quickie is. You're a sexpert.
Yep. Every now and then, that's all you can do.
That's right. We've had so many quickies here in the town of Baltimore. We're going to give you tips and tricks and quips in order to perform a quick quickie in style and pleasurable.
We're going to dump our knowledge on your face.
I hope you're ready for that, Baltimore. All right, so that's it. No, wait.
I'm looking around the room, and Baltimore looks more than ready.
For all this information overload on your face. All right, well, before we get into our topic of the day, let's introduce our guest, because I'm sure that we can, learn a lot from each other and learn a lot from our guest. Everybody, welcome our guest. Come on in here. Hello. Hi. Welcome. Go ahead and take Delilah's seat there. Thank you. Listen to that thunderous applause. Hi there. Why don't you introduce yourself to our audience out there?
Greetings, mortals.
Yeah?
I am Folius, Greek god of sound effects.
Wow, Folius, welcome. Delilah's a huge fan of yours. You have a lot of Hollywood credits.
I have a tattoo of you on my small back. The small of my back. My large back is still tattoo-free.
When Delilah came out of his mother's room, she said, "Oh, look at that small little back." Mm-hmm. And immediately gave him a tramp stamp. It's called a tramp stamp, Delilah.
I think that's a demeaning term. I prefer small back.
You've made a beast with two backs on your own. Good man.
So talk to us, Folius. For some of our audience out there, they're not Greeks. They may be atheists. So they don't know a lot about Greek gods. What are you all about?
Well, you've got your gods or patron saints of different things. Zeus commands the sky, Poseidon affiliated with the waters. I am the deity of sound effects. For instance, before I came on here, I was... Is this microphone working?
Whoa.
That was me. Tapping on the mic, all me.
So for people who are just listening and not watching us, because there's a lot of people right here and now, he did not actually use his finger to tap the microphone. He was making those noises with his mouth.
As I made all sound effects that you listen to every day.
Now, wait a minute. Is that your preferred tool, is your mouth?
Of course. All come from my mouth.
Well, some Foley artists, which I think is where they derive their name from, your name,
That's Folius, right. Folius.
Foley artist. They use if they're walking down a gravel road, they'll actually use gravel and they'll go with their fist
That's right. Mortal tools for mortal men. Laughter, also me.
So I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to assume that the Jesus, like your son,
Yes.
is the black guy from the Police Academy movies.
Sent under this earth to bring smiles to all faces who came to the theater.
Was he Hightower, or was that another one?
No, it was the other guy. Hightower was the football player.
Ah, shit. Yeah, I don't remember who it was. So talk to us about what are you doing here in town in Baltimore? We emailed a little bit back and forth, and then you and Delilah, I got copied on it. We got a little out of it, but
We bumped into each other parking on the same block on a Tuesday.
yeah. What are you doing here in Baltimore?
I've come to Baltimore, as you know, is the capital of the sonorous system.
What is
which
that?
is where all sound effects go, ebb, and flow, right here in this city.
No shit.
Back in the olden God days, we all hung around, and I made sound effects, and Poseidon made juice or whatever, and...
Wait, Poseidon made juice?
Yes, he's the god of all the waters. It naturally flows in that he would be god of juices as well, but that's not as catchy.
Didn't he have
He's
a little...
the god of armpit sweat.
That doesn't sound appetizing, but the god of fruits must have helped him a little bit, because juice is like fruit plus water.
Oh,
equals...
yes! Dionysus, Poseidon, Fruitius. All collabed.
Can we hear a banana slip sound?
What?
Good God, you are talented.
I had to
You can't
create
teach that.
these.
You
I had to
can't
create
teach
these
that.
years ago.
Oh, we got to get to our topic of the day. Before we forget, we have a little bit of time here today. So let's get to our topic of the day, which is 8 quickie tips for quickies. So for instance, I was actually
One sec. Do you have any like shortcuts for like mortals that want to learn sound effects? Like, I don't have time to like go to sound effects school.
That's a good question.
I have kids. I have an ex-wife.
Good question, yeah.
Same.
How can I get started?
Well, it's quite easy. You can immerse yourself if you just close your eyes and just use your ears and listen. Listen to everything. Also, YouTube has a free audio library online. Very good, royalty free.
Wait, are you not getting any money off of that? Because I mean, you're the god of this shit. So
Well, that is also the reason I've come back to Baltimore.
I'm used to gods that want us to pass plates around and put money in them. You not that way with your sound effects?
Are you
I
seeing
just
somebody?
make the noise of passing a plate around. Shh,
So you.
shh, shh, shh. Tick, 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 tick. That's the sound of pennies going in the plate because
Fair
people
enough.
are cheap.
Pennies, cheap ass motherfuckers. All right, so talk to us about what are you here for? Are you suing somebody? You suing the royalty people? What's going on?
I have come back to the origin location of all sounds to begin my tour of collecting royalties from people.
So let's break it down. You're starting in Baltimore.
Yes.
Where are you headed next?
After Baltimore, I'll probably hit up Rockville.
Yeah.
I think Philadelphia after that. Toronto. I'm not very good at American geography,
That's
so
fine.
I don't think they're as close to each other as I
okay.
guessed.
This is a tour.
It's disguised as a tour, so people come in and I'll go, you've been using all my sounds
Do you happen
for
to need
millennia.
Do you happen to need a couple guys with recording equipment?
Yeah.
To sell merch?
Do you know some?
We could be your roadies.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
Your merch managers.
I could make you honorary half gods.
And all we need is the sound effect of a cash register.
That's it.
Cha-ching!
He's got
Is
it.
that good?
Yeah.
That's kind of like a cartoon, though.
You owe
it's
me
not very
3
realistic.
euros.
All right. Well, let's talk about. So you mentioned something earlier. I wonder if this folds into it. What are you doing now, Delilah?
I'm a internet domain name broker.
What is that?
And speculator. So I look at domain names that are available on the internet. I
Yeah.
buy them all.
Yeah.
And then I go to people with similar domain names and
Okay.
try to sell them to them.
This sounds like a scam.
It is. And I have inside knowledge
Yeah.
that Congress is about to pass a law
Yeah.
that's going to enable a backwards R inside a URL.
Well,
Which
how
is
is
going
that
to open
gonna
up
help?
a whole new flood of URL possibilities.
How's that going to help anything? I don't see how this is going to.
It's not as useful as it would have been before Toys R Us went out of business. But you can think of all the other cases of things are us. They're
Yeah.
all going to be legal now.
So like KFC, they probably have KFC.com, but they should probably reserve chickens are us before
Yes.
Popeyes gets it.
Not chickens, just chicken.
Chicken are us.
Well,
I don't
if
think
you-
the tens.
If you're good at this, you buy both.
I don't want to be a grammar. You buy both?
Yeah.
How many domain names do you have right now?
I have like 15,000 domain names.
How are you making money off this at all?
I'm not. I'm sitting tight. One of these days, like I'm trying to sell like misspellings.
Yeah.
So like statefern.com.
Yeah. With like State Farm.
Yeah. But like I can sell it to them because if somebody accidentally types Fern, they can do a redirect right to State Farm, and that's a sale they don't lose.
I don't want to give a derogatory name for this. It sounds like you're squatting, though, Delilah. I don't want to. Are you a squatter?
What's the derogatory about that? I'm
Squatting?
proud to squat.
Okay.
I got a hashtag proud to squat.
Speaking of squatting, which would be one of the maneuvers in one of our tips, we don't have time for too many. We have a few minutes left.
Yeah,
but
and we've got a line
yeah.
of people with questions.
So we got we'll put some of these on the website. But anyways, we got 8 quickie tips for quickies. I was talking about actually a gentleman down the street in an alley.
Hold up one sec. Yeah. When you come to Earth,
Yes.
do you feel pain and like experience what it's like to be a mortal, or are you still God on Earth?
Yeah.
I need to get that out of the way.
No, that's yeah.
Well, I've had like some indigestion lately.
Can I try something though?
What would be my guess? What is? Ah, that's incredible.
Did you feel it?
I felt a little bit of it. I felt the sound grazing across my cheek.
Yeah, that's not what a mortal would have felt. A mortal would have hurt.
Oh,
Yeah, watch this. I'm
pain?
gonna slap Delilah.
Okay, hit.
No, I liked that, but it hurt. Again, if I wasn't a sexpert, that would probably offend me.
Yeah, he's into that kind of thing. You just
Are we
punch
getting
yourself in the face.
We've been in Baltimore 10
I'm
minutes.
trying
and
to
we're getting
feel.
shot
I'm
at?
trying to feel pain. Maybe my own fists could do something.
It didn't look like it.
This is a fun game, by the way.
How to hurt God?
Hey, I'm always hearing about. So one thing I know from school about Greek mythology, gods, yada yada yada, is that you guys love to just get down and dirty. And
Oh, yes.
You like to do it with women, and because you're a god, you probably have met a lot of celebrities, a lot of flings. I don't want you to name names, but give us some hints about some of the big names that you have.
And I also want to hear sound effects that they were into.
That sounds like Gwyneth.
Yeah.
I was,
yeah.
I was thinking Kirstie Alley from Cheers.
That was actually Diddy.
Danny DeVito.
Oh.
It's hot.
No, DeVito's more like a kind of guy himself.
Give us some more.
Did it that?
Who else you got? Who else you got in there? Again,
Tom
don't
Cruise? You want to hear Tom Cruise?
Don't drop names.
Nope, sorry.
He's Scientology.
Too late. Oh, there's that one going. That's him.
That's him. He goes,
Yeah.
oh,
Ooh, just a crest and a tro. That's all he's about is those tros. Yeah, I go to Hollywood sometimes.
No wonder he gets all the chicks.
All right,
That's
now you
right.
do a sound, and we'll guess who it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Ted
Ted Danson.
I'm thinking the janitor from Scrubs, which may be the same guy. I'm not sure.
Who's closer? Who is it?
Tough call. It's the pod racer from episode 1.
Wait, Anakin Skywalker?
Or the green guy.
That's him. Yeah, you got. Oh.
Give us another one.
No, that was Anakin.
Anakin?
Oh yeah.
Give us another one.
He's all right.
I'm good at this game. Who is the chick on the vampire show? The Southern Vampire
Buffy.
Show?
Sarah
no.
Michelle Gellar?
No.
I'm going with
the
Sarah Michelle
Southern True Blood. Who was on True Blood?
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
No, that was Buffy. Who was on True Blood? Was it the person on True Blood?
Or was it Sarah Michelle Gellar?
It was the other person on True Blood. You were close though.
Okay, all right.
Incredibly close.
I'm done with this game. Let's get to our topic because
right.
we really need to wrap up soon. So let's get to our. We don't have time for 8 or 7. 6 on my notes here. We can't get this. The
We've
6
got like 8
quick.
people in line with
The
questions.
6
Oh my
quick
gosh.
quickie. But I'm looking at your. What are you dressed up in here as? By the way, I just gotta get this out of the way. Real
I'm
quick.
guessing the Burger King mascot with his helmet off.
You have a very royal robe, but then you got all these feathers up top here.
It's funny you should say that. These are the first things, the first tools I used when I made my first Foley sounds. Before I used to learn my own body to craft all the sounds that you hear in your day-to-day lives.
You are a true artisan. You are a DIY master. I look up to you.
You don't
Thank
think
you.
of gods having bodies, but guess so.
See, I in another life besides my sexperting, I'm a senior certified professional midwife. So I work a lot with vaginas, babies, holes, birthing canals, afterbirth, placenta, that whole sort of thing.
By the way, I own the rights to all of those words. .com, .org,
What?
and
See,
.ru.
you own rights to things. You understand what I'm going through.
So if you ever want to branch out,
Well, I don't think that's fair. I really don't think that. How is that fair? Like I'm the.
I bought them when anyone could have bought them.
But I kind of own that because
It's called capitalism, bro.
Yeah.
I don't see now. I can see the Russian side of things where like the government owns them. They'll dole out. They would see me. They're like, oh, you're a professional midwife. Here's placenta.com.
Our podcast already has sexperts.com.
Yeah.
I'm going to sell us experts.com. Just in
Jesus
case somebody
Christ.
misspells experts.
This is why I've come to America. It's the home place of capitalism.
I love this.
So I can get my rights money. Cha-ching.
What are you going to use with
Bang.
the money, by the way? So you're all about getting the money, getting the royalties. Is it just a pride thing, or are you going to actually spend this money in a good way?
I am going to buy the domain to Sounds R Us with the backwards R.
Wait, no, you're gonna use all your money to give it to this knucklehead? I don't agree with this. I really don't.
Boom.
Boom. That's it. That's the sound,
That's my sound
of
effect
winning.
Of,
Success.
my Apple Pay just getting popped up.
Doing?
Okay. This is. I'm gonna have to call somebody on this. I'm gonna call my mom. She's
You're
a
going to have
lawyer.
to pay me for that one when you hear that phone ring.
Wait, that
By the
wasn't
way,
my
if
phone.
you
actually.
go on your phone and choose between the ringtones,
Yeah.
he's done all of them.
I've got it.
No.
He named them.
It took me 4 days to do the Huawei M8 phone rings.
Why was that?
Well, it's hard to keep track of every phone that could possibly come out in the future on Earth,
And
but
Huawei sounds too much like the real God.
yeah, exactly. Huawei was.
Oh, Yahweh.
Yeah.
So dish about some of your gods and goddess friends, because again, I studied a little bit in college. I studied just a little bit of like, if there's one Greek male god, I'd be like, what's his name? What does he do? Cool, I'm good for the test. On to the females. Okay, what's her name? What does she do? Is she hot? No? All right, next one. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
Who?
Well, you got the regular Zeus, Hephaestus, Poseidon. You've probably all learned those in school. You probably don't understand Wingafloss.
Who's that?
Wingafloss is a god of dentistry and making sure everyone has clean teeth.
I have a 6th grade education and never been to a dentist, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
And he's doing just fine. Apparently he's a squatting. So now I don't like dentists either. That's something that we share in common. It's like dentistry. I think it's all a scam as well. Might as well be doing your stupid thing about domain brokering or whatever. If I brush and floss every day, why do I need to see somebody and tell me that, you're doing a good job? I don't need a pat on the back.
Isn't that the only place you get toothbrushes? Don't they have a monopoly on that?
Listen, I will admit that I'm having a little bit of trouble at home. For those of you who have been listening to the Sexperts for a while, you know that my wife Mildred is in an iron lung. She bounced back. The doctors cured her of her polio, but then it came back in a major way.
I got nervous when you said bounce back because I thought maybe she'd hit her head on the lung.
No. Do you know the cheesy gordita crunch from Taco Bell?
Do I?
I own cheesygordita.org.
Are you kidding me?
I
Anyways,
didn't get to .com.
right now, not only is she in an iron lung, that iron lung is inside another iron lung. Just like a cheesy gordita crunch, the hard shell is within the soft
You're
shell.
thinking double-decker cheesy gordita crunch.
I've not
Don't-
done a sound for a double iron lung. Would someone like to help me with that?
Yeah, go
I
for
was
it.
I was in a metal band called Double Iron Lung.
All right, go for it.
All right. You ready?
That's exactly what it sounded like last time I called his wife.
Dr. John, can you get me some crackers? Golden Girls is on. Okay, Mildred, I'll be there in a second. God, she's so needy.
Before
Anyways.
that was
always after my WD-40.
What?
what?
That's the lube we use in sexual intercourse. Which, by the way, let's talk about. We're running out of time. We have about 4 more, and we got 7 minutes.
A few people in line could be patient. We will be with you.
Yeah,
in
we'll get
1
to all your
second.
questions, please. So, Quickie Tippies for the Quickies. Let's get to number 4. One thing, hospitals
Hold up.
and airlines are
Hold up.
actually good.
Hold up.
Yeah,
One thing people don't know
yeah.
about 4. The 4 headless horsemen.
The number 4. You're going to give us a.
The 4 headless horsemen.
Yeah.
They were into sound effects.
Wait, you mean of the apocalypse?
Yeah, because
I don't think they were
they-
necessarily headless.
Listen,
You're
they-
mixing your mythologies.
No, I'm-
Headless horsemen.
I definitely
4
learned
horsemen.
this in 6th grade,
No.
before I dropped out. Listen, hold up. They didn't have mouths to communicate with, so they had to make sound effects with their bodies.
Like with their buttholes.
They had to use all the parts.
Did you know
part. They were like no part went unused.
You know these guys?
They are excellent smiths of the sounds.
Oh.
No orifice went unused.
Wow.
Just these living, meaty flute instruments. I'm so proud.
I think we've been using gendered pronouns so far. Were they all men, or were we just kind of like, prejudiced or whatever?
Of course,
Were some of them women?
Oh yeah, sure. Some of the headless ones were women. Some of them were men. Some of them were some of the other genders you see. Anything. Anyone can be a soundsmith. Anyone can be a headless soundsmith.
I can't imagine the undead queefs coming out of those horsemen.
Well, now you don't have to imagine it. We can.
That's right.
We have the God who can do it.
Can you? Oh wow,
Yeah.
That sounded like you shot the horse.
It's a big queef. They're trained. They can store up a lot of air inside of themselves.
Well,
That is
those
great.
horses know they were one queef away from death.
That was a pop song in the 80s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm just one queef away from death. Ooh. I don't know. All right, so let's see. Let's get to, we are running, oh, gee whiz. We're running out of time. Let's get to one of the quickie tippies. But I haven't been talking about you a lot. I'm so sorry. I've been talking about my own wife. Who is the god or goddess that you've had your eye on?
I can't help it.
Yeah?
I can't help but think about him all the time. Music boy.
What is, you talking about Billy Joel?
Billy Joel's a big. Billy Joel, music boy, is the god of music.
I
and
knew
what
it.
better pairing with the god of sound effects than the god of music? We were made for each other.
Good God.
Me and William.
Wow. You
I
call him
assumed he was
William?
talking about
He
Chris
took
Isaac.
he took mortal form and began making music here,
That is so sweet.
trying to get away from me, but I found him.
You guys an item, or are you just kind of chasing them?
I'm just kind of chasing him.
Yeah.
I would have thought the human beatbox from the Fat Boys would have been a good fit for you.
So what angers you? So I know that gods, they're
What
very, because you hear about in the Old Testament, God's a very angry guy. Are you a very angry guy? What kind of grinds
Are
your
you
gears?
vengeful?
When humans do stuff, like what grinds your gears?
Would people oversimplify sounds?
Oh,
When they don't take into account all the different vibrating molecules and particles that I've so expertly calibrated into, when somebody tries to describe what fire sounds like and they go,
that is oversimplification.
I
unbelievable.
want to do a Dikembe Mutombo, get that weak ass shit out of here.
He's a basketball star from Baltimore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Born and raised.
Nice. I can do a few sounds. Can you just workshop these for me?
Sure.
Okay, this is an ice maker. Okay, rich people have ice makers.
Right.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Okay, that sounds like an ice maker that's like alive and has biological parts to it.
Sometimes
So-
I think mine does.
Let me do one.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is my sound effect of my mother.
Okay.
Delilah, I'm disappointed in you, and internet domains speculation will never amount to anything.
How
Yeah,
I
that
do-
sounds like your mother.
Wow. Hey, you ever done any butt stuff with Delilah's mom, or maybe a little forward, but
well-
we all have.
Let me answer that with this.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. I've been there, done that.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's get to our topic of the day. And the topic of the day today is 8 quick quippy. We're down to 3. We'll put some of these on the website. So go to sexpertspodcast.com.
5 through 8 will be on this.
I still have sexpertspodcast.com, by the way, right?
Yeah, but if you type in experts.org, it'll redirect.
So how is that helping us? Like, are you on my side, or are you on the side of corporations and capitalism?
It's helping people who can't spell find our podcast.
I don't think, is it?
Yeah, that's God's work. God's work.
Is it
Wait a
God's
second,
work?
I'm the God of URLs.
What about the big God? Is there like one big God that like is your supervisor?
Oh,
perhaps?
God?
God? Yeah.
God? That God?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. He's cool. He mostly kind of lets us do our own thing and just kind of
Oh.
checks up on us every once in a while.
Yeah.
Just kind of making sure we're there on time, leave
So
on
you
time.
guys have free will just like us?
Yeah, mostly free will.
That's hot.
I know, it's pretty cool.
Free will's pretty hot, dog.
Sometimes I ask God, I'm like, is it free will or are you in control? And then I just wake up in like a cold sweat.
It is
I
hard.
would have been happy with just free will Wednesdays.
Yeah.
With
One day a week. do whatever the hell I want.
Thursdays.
Yeah.
Boneless Thursdays, Free Will Wednesdays.
Wednesdays.
What else could you ask
Just
for?
make me a drone for the other 6 days.
Absolutely.
Is he a boss like Steve Carell from The Office boss, or is he more like who's a good boss? Why are
I don't
bosses
know,
stigmatized?
The president in the West Wing.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
He's great. He doesn't talk much, but he's very warm. And when he looks at you, your face just melts off.
Tell him I said hi.
You sure you're not confusing him with the sun?
Tell God I said hi, and tell him, ask him a question for me. Ask him
Sure.
why my first time was so bad.
I'd ask him why 7 days, but only like 3 or 4 holes.
So speaking of holes, let's get to our topic of the day, which is 8 quick. I am looking at the time. I'm so sorry. You were such a great guest.
God.
Thank you.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry to the people waiting in line.
There's a lot of
for
people in line.
questions.
Send your questions to therealsexperts@gmail.com. You can ask us questions about quickies, anal, vag, any hole. Ask us a question. We're very knowledgeable about. We're experts in sex. That's why we're called the Sexperts. Thank you so much. Any last words? Anything you want to plug?
Oh, just this. Sorry, I had something in my throat.
That's it for the Sexperts. Until sex time, I am your host, Dr. John T. Elanese, SCPM.
And I'm Delilah. Hey there, and I'm gonna be something one day, Mom.
See you sex time.
Oh, sorry, my car's here.
Sexperts, that has now transpired. They will be doing a signing session in the back of the room.
Da to do it simply true. We're the Sexperts.
That's our show. If you like what you heard and you think it was worth $1, join the official Sexperts fan club at patreon.com/Sexperts Podcast. A special thanks to the Push Comedy Theater and all of our supporters. Bye-bye.